Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing a little bit of motion capture. Then we'll move into Unreal Engine and put those animations in. So this next scene is going to be just a simple animation. I got a little prop lying around actually that I'll need to use here. Maybe I'll just use the remote instead. There it is. So as you can see on the screen, also this is very flattering, I know, so thanks so much. As you can see on the screen, my dude is very broken, so first and foremost we're going to have to calibrate, which looks a little funny, but let's go ahead and do it. And looks okay. All my guys are moving, my head's moving, fingers moving, feet moving, good. Alright. So pretty simple stuff. This is also the Rokoko Smart Suit Pro. I also have the gloves so we can do finger animations, because what's the point of doing animations if you can't grab the hands too? So let's see what we can do. Use my little prop here, and let's get at it. Okay. Okay. Initiating memory wipe sequence in 3, 2, 1. What was that? I'll usually just do a couple just to make sure I got good stuff. And I'll probably do the next one a little bit longer here. Initiate 2. Recalibrate because I don't want to lose my place in the middle of the floor here. Good. I'll make this one go a little bit longer so I don't lose my place, just in case the scene goes a little longer than I should. Right, starting when I switch the hands. Okay. Finishing memory wipe sequence in 3, 2, 1. What was that? And I'll actually probably just do one more with like a 3, 2, 1 countdown on the fingers. I'm probably not going to use that one, but you never know, it might be helpful. Okay. Finishing memory wipe sequence in 3, 2, 1. What was that? Alright, so I'm going to export these out into Unreal Engine now. Let's get all 3 of these. Not too much editing needs to be made, so I'm not walking around or anything, so all the motions should be okay. Let's export all 3 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3. Custom mannequin Unreal Engine A pose. Perfect. This is what we want. Frame rate 30. Change this to 60 just because. Always extract motion, include the reference pose, and let's export these. It won't take too long. Now I have to use kind of a silly system, so I'm importing these into Unreal Engine 5.02 on this computer, and then I'll move them over into my desktop, which has a better graphics card for handling the project that I'm doing. 2/3 the way through right now. Oh yeah, get it. Whoop, whoop. Export, baby, let's go. Bam. Honestly, just watching the Mocap guy move around is kind of fun sometimes. Alright, we are done. Okay. Let's power this suit down. Almost. Definitely want the program to close first. This actually connects and it closes probably. Alright, we are good. So let us get Unreal Engine open here. suit off. And let's see what we can do. Sorry for the long load times. Probably should have this program open before I start the video. For next time. Let's get to my Mocap folder here. Rokoko, Mocap export. These three. I'm just going to do one at a time so I don't have any weird skeleton issues. And luckily, since I'm using the new version of Rokoko Studio Beta, I actually don't have to do any skeleton retargeting at all. It's all in mannequin format if you saw my export settings there. Animations retargeted, that's the folder we want. So I should be able to, just, in theory, just drop these right onto my hazmat character skeleton. Hazmat. SK has, I think. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, protective suit. Use T as reference pose, prefer smoothing groups and mesh hierarchies. Keep all those bad boys on there. And even after that, you can see, you can find it, what it looks like here. So the hands are a little bit messed up. So that's kind of the downside with this suit overall, since the hands require a lot of editing, same with the fingers. But we'll correct that later. Let's go ahead and import these last two, and then I will see you guys over in... Alrighty, so we are back in Unreal Engine now. Got the sequence loaded up. First thing we got to do is make our new shot for the scene with those animations. So let's do animation and level sequence. This is shot 18 at this point. And then we want to add that over here in our second monitor to the sequence. So shot 18. Find that bad boy. Right here. And we apparently lost our main hazmat guy, so let's get him back in a position here. Unpair myself from this camera. Things happening, blah blah. Where did he go? There he be. Alright, so basically what I probably have to do is get this guy into a position where he's not moving on me. Let's do keep state for this. That way he doesn't disappear on my ass. Also notice that shot 18 needs to move to 24 FPS. Okay, so I think he shouldn't disappear on my ass now. Ooh, okay, so there he is. First things... What? Alright, so let's get this guy added here. Why did he jump on me again? Okay, we'll figure that out in a second. Let's just get him added here. Let's get rid of the control rig for now. We'll add facial animations later. Oops. Yeah, we don't want this. Kill the face for right now too, because we'll just leave it in there. Let's get the transform track added in. He's not moving around like a psycho. Gotta add the actual mesh. Now let's go back into shot 17 and copy that transform value. Copy 18. Paste transform. Now in theory should be there. Okay, cool. Good news, good news. We are also going to need to... this is okay for now. So let's test our animation. Probably just gonna test with the first one. Initiate one. So probably like here. That's probably where I'll trim it. Edit, trim section left, move that all the way to the beginning, so we got stuff. Actually, maybe right here. And we're probably going to have to make this scene a little bit longer. Let's just go with 10 seconds for now, so I have some area to work with. Just want to see what the animation... Oh, I'm going to move it to longer in here now as well. So much editing required for this stuff, I swear. I wish it was a little bit easier sometimes. Okay, so what do we work with? Okay, that's actually probably fine. So that's when the power is going to go out. He's going to be looking around for whatever. So that'll be okay for right now. Obviously, you can see the hands are completely messed up. They need to be put into position. What I'm actually going to do is get the injector thing that's in the previous scenes in there. Something's messed up here. Oh, yeah, shot 16 is where that's actually happening, huh? So this bad boy needs added into this. Transform again. We know where he's sitting. Light is still on, so that's good. And then we'll just copy from shot 16 to the last transform values. That way I don't have to figure it out. Oh, that's great. That didn't seem to work at all. Super cool. Where is it? I don't know where it's at. So that doesn't make sense. what is this scene again? Let's see what's going on here. This is definitely the one I want. Copy. This is interesting because the transform is actually based off of this value when it was attached to my hand. So I may actually just have to manually place this, which kind of sucks. Let's see if we can figure this out here. Let's get out of camera. So actually see what's happening. Add the center. Add the transform. Paste the transform. Super cool. I guess let's get rid of that. Let's try this transform. Oh man, it's just not showing up anywhere. Super cool. Okay, I just have legitimately no idea where it even is right now. Super frustrating. Is it hidden? Why was it hidden? Like, am I losing my mind? Why can I not find this thing? Just... Yeah, we're gonna save this. But I, like, legitimately am not even sure where it's going. Alright, we're gonna close the sequence and reopen it. That's incredibly frustrating. I feel like I broke something. So for whatever reason, it's invisible. Okay. Really stupid. Anyways, we got it. It's in position. We gotta repaste that center transform because it was rotated. So let's grab that real fast. This one. 18. The transform back in. Okay, so that's good. Now we can actually start editing this camera angles and animation. I'm really not sure where my camera is going to be as of yet. I should probably put that in first. That's always my rule of thumb these days. Put the camera in first. So we can make sure that we're not editing parts of the animation that don't need to be edited. Like for example, if the arm looks weird but it's not actually in camera, does it matter? No, it does not matter. Let's get this. I usually just put post-process blend weight at 0 so that way I don't have to deal with blur right now because that's not exactly what I need until I get into position, essentially. Focal length is 35. Where am I going with this guy? For this scene, I was kind of considering like a close-up on his face while he's doing this, but I might change that to like a, not sure. This is always my least favorite part, is trying to figure out where I want to put the camera. And all this nonsense, there's so much stuff going on in here. I could do something from like this angle. So I was just in this angle over here. Could do something like this. You gotta think, like, we want to be able to see the lights go out, essentially. Probably not with that thing in there. Maybe something, I guess you can't see his face though until he turns, right? Even then it's not really great. And I guess I probably shouldn't do too much camera placement until the animation is slightly corrected anyways. So I guess maybe let's just do that. Let's get rid of this grid, back to default. Turn off all the nonsense, and let's get this guy's animation looking not like horrible trash. First thing we gotta do for that is get this exported into a control rig. Export transform over targets. We do not want to reduce keys. Okay, so we have animation. Oh, we have editable animations now. Well, obviously, number one, and this is kind of an annoying thing too, sometimes the controllers don't come up until you click on another object. So, first and foremost, we gotta get this bad boy onto the actual ejector thing. Oh, shoot. We gotta add the additive so we don't mess up the original animation. Forgot. Usually I would still select my camera angle first here, just so I like kind of actually really know what the heck I'm looking at. Focal length, let's use like 45. Let's put this grid back on there so we can see what we're aiming at. Let's just say we start here, and then we'll go to the end of the scene. He's looking around. Let's get a rotation going up. I like to let's just say to there for like now. Probably not where we're gonna end. Actually pretty decent. I'm passing through the other hazmat, huh? I'm gonna go and adjust this back to 35 for the focal point, and then I need to actually make sure that my camera is not passing through him, which is probably what's happening here. Yeah. I guess I could technically just like move him out of the way for right now. He doesn't need to be there if he's not in shot. Not the worst idea. I have to close and reopen the sequence again because it's being stupid. So let's go. Just get him out of the way of that camera at this point. And now we want to see this. Let's put the camera back in. Make sure he doesn't. I was even playing around with the idea of possibly doing like a overhead shot. Let's see how that looks. I guess put this back to 45, right? I think I need to go back into 17. Something happened to the 40. He's got focal lengths. Okay, I'm not sure. Something weird's going on. Let's see how this bad boy looks from overhead shot. Just curiosity's sake. Look at that sick shoe, dude. Sick kicks, bro. Alright, so there's my camera. Let's get him like over here somewhere. Rotate him up a little bit more. I think that looks parallel-ish. Definitely in the way currently. A little bit too high, I think. Let's do that and see what we're aiming at now. Okay, that's an odd phenomenon. My character's gone. Isn't that fun? Some weird things happening here. So let's path trace just to make sure he still exists, because I think... yeah. It's just like the proximity. Uh-oh. The proximity, like the closer I am to this character mesh, it like disappears in lit mode for some reason. Which is like super stupid. I feel like if I back too far out here, my camera's going to go through the ceiling. Oh, we got to remove this transform now too. Okay, well at least we got something. I guess we just need to really roll dial back. That's like super fisheye. Huh, not the worst though. Let's get parallel with the table. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for this camera angle. I might flip when he starts talking and doing the 3, 2, 1 into like a zoom out thing, like
So let's say 45. I'm gonna go down to 20, 10, like 3, 2, 1. Realistically, what I got to do is get the audio in here so I can figure out my camera scene changes. Okay, it looks like I have some brainstorming to do. I think that's going to be all for the office hours today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, follow me on Instagram at Robah Jackson. Tag will be in the YouTube video from here. Something I always do is write myself notes. This is always a lot of stuff. So let's go to the bottom here and shot 18. This is what I was kind of doing. Overhead 3, 2, 1. That was my plan. Next steps are just as one animation, add audio, place holders. Oh, that's awesome. I love when my project crashes. Audio placeholders, just camera animation, add facial animation has 1, add has 2 animation for overhead shot. Alright guys, I will see you on the next video. We're probably going to do a DJ set on the next video, so that should be pretty fun. Have a good night.